First, hello everybody. My name is Michael Loge. I'm a certified emotion code practitioner. Some of you might know me from my 3 books, Law of Attraction and so on. And John and I are here every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. And we're just coming off last Sunday's 5-hour emotion code summit. We are releasing trapped emotions every hour on the hour, 5 practitioners. John, welcome back.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is John Inverarity, certified emotion code and certified body code practitioner, and I live in Vancouver, Canada. And yeah, last week for the summit, my specialty was on chronic pain. I worked with 3 different people and explained, what common imbalances can create that pain, prevent people from healing. So that was pretty fun. The people that watched definitely learned something new. Yeah. So
and a lot of practitioners watching.
Yeah.
And they just like you and I did when we're first started, because we're doing it and no one's looking at us or giving us feedback. So practitioners were really loving our styles, how you asked the question and how Helena asked, just how we ask it and how we do different interpretations. So I wish I had a summit to watch when I was learning, because I could have said, oh, I like what John just did. And I liked what the other John, I liked what, Helena just asked. So if you're a practitioner, join us next Sunday, May 10th, full day. The replay will be on the website. It starts at 10 a.m. with Helena opening up the 5-person summit. And take some notes and listen to the elements that we're doing around helping people become more abundant and attract more money.
Yeah.
John, I'm going to go say hello to our friends watching. Again, we're on episode 145, and I don't know how many times divide that by 52, but it's almost 3. Isn't that almost 3 years we've been doing the Emotion Code Bro Show? We're live every Saturday. We try to change up the subjects, but sometimes we ride with what's going on. And what's going on right now is blocked sinuses and stuffy nose, or even blocked air passageways. Maybe that might be you, John. If that's someone's watching, thinking, "Oh my God, that's me! I can hardly breathe." What should they do?
Yeah. So when you're watching live, comment and volunteer right now. Give us a little bit of context, and if you could do it all in one comment, that'd be great. So we need volunteers. We're looking for 2 actually, volunteers. Severity on a scale of 1 to 10. And what it is exactly, is it your nose? Is your, blocked, shortness of breath? The idea is to help people with, blocked nasal passages that have had this concern for, a while, a few months. So not just like you woke up this morning and it's there, it's new. We want kind of like a long-term, kind of like a chronic problem. So that's it. Go ahead, comment now, volunteer.
Yeah,
and
practicing and learning the emotion code, I learned real early the impact of the emotion code with seasonal allergies. That's the blanket for stuffy nose, sinuses, watery eyes. We call it seasonal allergies. That's the umbrella. And I didn't discover how easy it was until the very first time I went to the gym. It was about 2 years ago. And I was awkward and I was shy. I was the oldest, fattest guy there. It was just, I didn't want to be there. I had to do my own emotion code work even to get there. So a guy named Lauren, he was my trainer. So he's kind of analyzing my strength and everything. And he keeps blowing his nose and getting his puffer out, and he's complaining about his breathing. Well, you know what? I just wanted to be the guy at the gym. I didn't want to be the guy that's going to fix people, but I couldn't stand it. And I said, tell me about that. He said, oh, I've been using this puffer for years. And it's because I eat cheese. I had cheese 2 days ago. Like, he had all the answers, right?
Yeah.
And, I was talking to my mom and I got ticked off at her, and then I had more cheese. And I said, well, I said, hey, listen, if I could get rid of that right now, would you just forget about that forever? And he said, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, that's the deal. You can't ask any questions. I just need a yes or a no. So he said yes, and I was laying on the floor, and I had a magnet in my pocket because I carry it like a set of keys. And I found the 10 very common trapped emotions that are causing this blocked air passageways. 2.5 years later, no puffer ever since that day. And he told hundreds of people, and nobody believes them. So
yeah,
hashtag, I don't care if you believe it.
He believes it, and he's your BFF.
That's right. Oh yeah, I've been helping him with lots of stuff. So John, who is watching? Who's saying what, please?
Yeah. So again, we need some volunteers. So get it in there early. And you know what? If you're just watching, just for the fun of it, just to hang out with us, say hello, let us know where you're watching from. We always like to know who's with us and where you're from.
Yeah, we love to know where you're from. And one of the things we like to demonstrate, John, is that the emotion code can be done at a distance. You
Right.
don't have to be in Victoria. I remember when I hired you years ago, I went online. I was going through the yellow pages. Where did that come from? There was no yellow pages.
I'm not in the yellow
I went
pages.
online. I typed in body code, emotion code practitioner, and I said, well, there's none on Gilligan's Island. I'm not going to look here. And I typed in Vancouver because I thought I had to be in an appointment with you. So today we're going to be able to demonstrate you don't have to be in Victoria, BC in my office or in Vancouver. This is done at a distance. That's why it's called distance healing. Hashtag Captain Obvious. Okay, back to you, John. Who's
got it? All right, from the UK, we have Natasha Paula Samuel is with us.
Hey, Natasha.
As always. Hey, Natasha. And Holly Peters is here from Wisconsin. Yeah.
Hey, Holly, good morning.
John Schlappbach's here, who was on the summit and will be on the next one. Awesome. Hey, John.
Good. Now I want to talk about what John did on the summit. He had about 45 or 50 minutes. He was working with business people and people saying, what does this got to do with business? Well, his subject was procrastination.
Right.
Everybody has it, but imagine business people putting off filling out that form and putting off submitting your taxes or putting off doing your bookkeeping, all that procrastination. So you got to check John out what he uncovered during the procrastination hour that he worked on last week. Good. Good morning, John. And I see Heather Ray is with us. Hey, I'm so glad you're doing this. I rely on decongestants almost daily. Tell us more about that.
Yeah.
Heather, here's the deal. I remember one time I went to an auction because I lived in the neighborhood where it was an antique row and I saw this mirror and I said, I'm going to go to this auction. So I've never been to an auction before. Here's what you don't do. You don't scratch your nose and you don't pick your ears and you don't yawn at an auction because you might buy something. So, because I did it 2 times and the guys kept saying, are you buying something? And I said, no. Yeah, no. Or, well, stop doing this and stop twitching, right? So Heather, when you peek your nose in my house and you say, oh, I rely on decongestants almost every day. Well, you don't say that around me and get away with it. Heather, Elizabeth, Christine, Jennifer, Celine, Ray. Can you tell me a little bit about what that means? What is the symptom? Is it wheezing or is it in your lungs or your nose or your chest? You are going to be the recipient of an emotion code session with me, but I need to know more. John, I just want to interrupt our little flow of consciousness right now. I wanted to remind people that every day on this Facebook page, I am doing free emotion code sessions. Today is day number 46. I've worked with 303 people. Did you just say 303? 303 people. 303 people, 46 days. I'm deleting hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of food and drink items every day. I'm averaging about 10 to 15 people. People are coming back, giving me holy S-ball results and telling me like big things, like people that are drinking 2 liters of Coke or Pepsi a day. I'm not judging, okay, just a little bit. And then they get rid of it. Now I'm judging. Oh, I'm judging now. I'm judging that I can help you get rid of it. Join me today, 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 p.m. Eastern on this Facebook channel. And John's going to be looking for someone to help with their sinuses. So John, read on and tell me what you find, please.
Yeah. You sure? All right. Lisa Gentile's here. So hey, Michael, John, happy to be here. Sandy West says, OMG, that's me. Yeah. And says blocked sinuses whole life, asthma issues when stressed, allergies in the spring, etc. Sandy West. Kathy Patterson's hello, I volunteer. I like reading that first thing in the comments, right? Okay. Severity 10. So 1, severity 10. 2, right nasal sinuses clogged off and on for years. 3, I give you permission. That's awesome.
She may be doing that so correctly because, I've done 303 people and I'm on on live and I'm thinking, tell me, and people will type this, Brad, and I get pissed off. I don't acknowledge it. And someone says, I give you permission. I thought, no, and I'm really stubborn. People say, pizza. And sometimes I say, are you asking if I want to, like, you got to follow the rules. They say, pizza, you have my permission. And I thought, I'm not going to talk to that pizza person one more time. Sometimes people are getting pissed off at me because I'm only asking for 3 things. Cake. Yeah, what about it? So if you're watching today and you want to do the best job, well, you know what I tell people? If you can do what Kathy Patterson just said, you are in the lineup to receive a session. Don't make me scroll. Don't make me see cheese and have to scroll to find number 8 and have to scroll to find, I'm not doing it. Okay, that was my little rampage today. I'm just going to see if I have any peeved over that. So
Yeah.
a little bit peeved. Oh, I am a little bit peeved. Is it mine? Do I need to know more? Peeved, that's a British word for pissed off. So
Yeah, I guess. Found one.
there we go. Now am I peeved? Is it okay if people don't do it right? No, it's not okay. What is the emotion that causes me to feel it's not okay if they don't follow instructions? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Is it A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What is that, John?
Yeah.
Taken for granted. Oh, that's a good one. I think I would agree with that feeling. Not that I have a choice to disagree or agree to it, but I'm just going to delete it. So I'm not feeling taken for granted. How did this turn into a self-emotion code administered session?
Yeah.
I just want to be in good shape. And I'm also saying as a practitioner and as an anybody, we have to do our own stuff sometimes and to move forward. So I'm ready to work with Heather Ray when I get some more information. John, carry on. Who are you going to work with?
Yeah, the other thing is we don't actually see all the comments. They don't always show up in our feed. So you might be saying something and we just might not get it right. So
we're on our own phones, so we get different things.
Yeah. So we got those, and Sandy, whole life. We got Kathy.
Well,
Okay, so we've got another update. Sandy says, volunteer to give permission, work on me, diagnose asthma, allergies, etc. Scale 9. Lisa Gentile. I have head congestion, sinus, ears, underwater feeling, been experienced for 3 weeks from COVID. I'm at a 4 now. Thank you. Hey, Annette's here. Annette Jensen's here from Denmark. Woohoo!
Hey, Annette,
welcome. In the house. Sandy's from.
I'm reading ahead too. I didn't know Sandy was Kelowna, BC. Hello, Sandy.
Mm-hmm.
Heather Ray is wearing a High Vibe t-shirt. I'm still waiting to hear from Heather. I had her written down, but I don't have enough information. So I'm looking for another person.
Yeah, we have Kathy, we have Sandy. So I think we're okay for volunteers.
Tanya Holm, can you tell me the severity of your problem and give me permission and I can put you on the slate there? Samantha Clifton, she joined me in one of my daily emotion code clinics, free. Mm-hmm. She said, you helped me with Coca-Cola. I still crave it, but I haven't had a sip since. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah, some people say, oh, you know what, the severity is a 10. And then I tested and I said, well, you didn't drink any. And I said, no, I didn't. And I said, well, how is it a 10? Well, I'm craving it. Really? I'm measuring eating it. But I can also get rid of the craving. So it's 2 things, the craving of it, the thinking about it, and the physically putting it in your mouth.
Yeah, that's more control over your thought. No, I shouldn't say thoughts, but it's just more control over your food habits, drink habits, and willpower, to sum it up in 2 words, right? Like you might have that draw, but you're just like, nah, don't want it.
Okay, John, I'm going to work with Tanya Horn. And then do you want to narrate you go first today, and then I'll work with Tanya?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kathy just because, she's a rock star.
How did she become a rock star? Am I missing something?
Well, you know what? She did very, very well with following directions.
Oh, that's right too. Yes, she's VIP. Yeah.
Severity 10, right nasal sinus is clogged on and off for years. Give you permission.
I'm going to read what Tanya says, and I'm going to do mine silently while you're doing that, right?
Right.
And we're showing a couple things here. You don't even need to be present. You don't need to come in the video room. We don't need to be talking to you. We just need to say, so Tanya Horn is saying, the severity is a 10. It's irritating and annoying. I've been suffering from the feeling of stuck phlegm in the back of my throat, constantly trying to loosen it and cannot seem to figure out how. I asked for the opportunity to have a session with you, and I give your permission. I'm from Whistler, BC. Okay, John, you go ahead and let your friends know what you're doing and how you're doing it.
Okay, great. Yeah, so working with Kathy, severity's a 10. So a few things here. What we're going to do is I'm going to connect up. So with intention, connecting up. So I'm focusing on Kathy, going to muscle test her, ask her subconscious some questions about what's the cause of this. So I'm acting as a proxy on her behalf, and I'm muscle testing to find the answers. So I use my hands, but my hands will just be down in my lap here. And setting the intention, connect up Kathy, Pattison, tuning in, connecting up, act as a proxy, Kathy. Yeah. So we have a blocked right nasal passage. Is there a severity to this? Yeah. So is it at least a 5? Yeah. 8. Is it a 10? It is a 10, confirming that's a 10. Is there a trapped emotion contributing to this blocked? Yes, there is. Okay, so if we clear this trapped emotion, will it reduce and eliminate and allow you to breathe effortlessly, smoothly through your nasal passages? Just open up everything, Kathy. Yeah. Okay, first trapped emotion, column A. So I've got the chart right here. So 2 columns, 6 rows. Is it in column A? Yeah. Column B? No. Okay, A odd. No, so it's an A even. So we're down to 15 already from 60. So 2, 4, 6. First emotion is overwhelm. So tested that out there. There's the chart again, close up. It's overwhelmed. Do we need to know more about this? No. So I've got a magnet with intention. Magnet amplifies my intention to clear it from Kathy. So clear that now. Clear that overwhelm. All right. That's cleared. All right. Is there severity still a 10? No. Okay. So we got some progress here already. Another trapped emotion here, Kathy. Yeah. A, B odd, even 1. So it's B5, first, second, third, fourth, fifth. No. Standard emotion? No. Okay. Is it shared? No. Is it absorbed? No. Is it inherited? It's inherited. So it means you got it from your mom or dad. So lifelong stuff. So it's inherited unsupported. And you got this, did you get this from your mom? No. So you got this from your father. Inherited unsupported came from your father. Did he get it from his father? Yeah. So 2 generations. Yeah. Do we need to know more? No. So clear that now. Clear this inherited unsupported from you. And then I say all with this. So it's cleared from dad, siblings, kids, whoever may have it, relatives, cousins. Clear this now. Clear that. But most importantly, you, Kathy. It's being cleared from you. Release, release, release. Inherited unsupported. Okay, is that cleared? Yeah. All right. Still there. No. Severity of this blocked nasal passage on the right side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I got a 4. Okay, a little bit left here. Another trapped emotion, column A. No. Okay, B odd. Yeah, even. B3. First, second. So it's defensiveness. Yeah, it's clear defensiveness. Let that go. Okay, is that cleared? Yeah, nice. All right, is there another trapped emotion here? Kathy, we can identify and clear as a priority. No. Severity, is it 3, 2, 1? Is there a 1? There's a 1, another trapped emotion. No, so there's something else. Is it anything hidden, maybe heart wall, or is it something need to be reset? So we're just going to set the intention to kind of just reset everything up there, reboot it. Reboot your nose, sinuses, aligning it. So energetically aligning it up now, left, right, all the way down, the lungs. Okay. And severity 2, 1. Severity is maybe a 0 here. Yeah, I think we got a 0. All right. So I'm done. So just narrated it, just explained everything. Yeah, let us know how you do here, Kathy. Always interesting to get this instant feedback from people, especially live. And Yeah, you worked on a couple people. You probably
I
worked
did. I
on
worked with
Tanya
two
and
people, and
Heather.
I'm able to do it faster because I wasn't having to narrate it, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, if I was saying everything out loud, I'm looking at the word and having the intention to delete it. But of course, when we do it out loud, we got to say it, and you don't really need to say it. We just do it for the client. In other words, we're just doing this in front of them for 25 minutes. So, but I was able to work with. We're going to hear from them, of course.
Yeah.
Tanya Horn, her severity was a 10. It was irritating and annoying. She's been suffering from feeling phlegm stuck in the back of the throat, trying to constantly loosen it. She had 20 baseball size unprocessed trapped emotions causing that experience. My work with her set it to a 0, but of course, with the real Tanya Horn stand up, let us know in the comments. And then Heather Ray came back and gave me some more information. So she said, I've had sinus pressure most of my adult life. It sometimes affects my ears and hearing. Severity on a daily basis around a 6. You have my permission. And I found the same 10 trapped emotions for her. And then one absorbed one, a trauma that she picked up from somebody else. A couple little cleanups, but good. So we're going to hear back from Tanya, Heather, and Kathy Pattison. Kind of take a couple deep breaths. Our goal is to get it to 0. So, if it's only a 2 or 3, let us know. It might just take a quick little revisit to do that. But
Yeah.
and what we were
pretty
doing,
quick.
go ahead, John.
Yeah, sometimes it can take a little bit for things to shift around. We like when it's instant like that, but maybe an hour or two, or even tomorrow, you might, wake up and something's, a bit different. And then other people kind of just
are being modest.
I am, yeah. I like to be, right?
Of the time, people feel it right away. So
yeah,
John's being modest right now. So you know what? Take a big breath and just kind of relax and just notice if there's more passage. If it's you'll know. You'll know. Hey, shout out to our podcast listeners that get value from listening to it. It must be interesting to hear. But I think also on iTunes, they get to watch the video. So even though podcast, we update the video.
Yeah, and if you are like on the iTunes, we just updated it. And there's a lot more there now. It was.
Oh, did you see that? Yeah.
There was the funnel was stuck to getting stuff up there.
Stuck. Oh, I unstuck it last week.
Yeah, we unstuck it, so we're all up to date there.
Yeah, we're all up to date, and we've also been. I've also been updating to my YouTube channel. Over 1 million views on bro shows, law of attraction shows. Go check it out. Again, John, can you refresh to see if any of our friends got back to us, please?
Yeah, Heather says, amazing, very easy to take deep breaths from my nose. Woohoo! Okay, Kathy has a comment here, just in.
Yeah.
Breaking news, I could feel stuff happening and less congested, but not completely gone. I felt sadness while you did it. And movement because the right eye started to water, which means something was releasing. As typing, it is getting better, right? So it's just...
And I'm getting sleepy. And I'm getting sleepy.
I like that. That's...
Kathy, can you throw us a number there? From 0 to 10. Where is that now? Because when people say it's feeling better, in my head it's like, oh, I don't need to do anything. But if you tell me it's a 2, I'll bite into that all right. Because I always want to get it to 0. So my clients know that. Telling me it's wonderful and fabulous and it feels better. It's like, yeah. This or higher. Just tell me what it is. Because then I know to shut up. Okay, we're done with this. If it's a 0, what's next? And I like when people say, it's about a 3, thanks. Oh, thanks, we're not done. It's amazing that people will put up with some, it's like, okay, it's still painful, but thanks, that's much better. It's like, we're not done. People tolerate pain. Well, who doesn't tolerate pain is people like you and I, so.
Yeah, she's good though. She's just said it's a 5, Kathy said it's a 5, but it's getting better.
Okay, I'm going to check in with Tanya, who I did a session with. I'm just going to recall.
Yeah.
It was Tanya. She said, when you said 20 baseball size trapped emotion, it has allowed me to weep. Thank you. Interestingly, I could feel the lessening of the pressure. Oh, she's a good explainer, isn't she? She knows how to explain this. She could feel the lessening of the pressure. Okay, cue the 20 baseball size emotions that you can't see that are in your throat. Of course, when they get released, I love it. She can feel the lessening of the pressure that I've always felt in the back of my throat. Checking in with myself, I definitely feel the difference yet. I do feel like it's now maybe a 3 or a 4 from a 10. Oh, I'm sorry, I did not hear anything. I didn't hear anything with that word in it. Okay, so this is how I roll. I'm going to reconnect with Tanya. Okay, I'm Tanya already. You know, my conscious mind, well, first, is it true that that my throat pressure, phlegmy area has been reduced? By how much? This was a yes, that's a no. Is it 10% higher than 10, 20, 30? Well, 10, 20, 50, 60, 70, 80. Is it over 90? No. Is it 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89? Isn't that funny that I just couldn't throw a bone and give me a 90? 89.
Very
So
specific.
I reduced my this problem that I was telling Michael about by 89%. Is the balance of the problem caused by pizza, cheese, emotions? Oh, really? How many? 5, 4, 3, 2 of them. Okay, here's my hunch. They're not even yours. Are they mine? No. Are they my mom's or my dad's? Did I absorb these from somebody? I did. Yes. Are they A, 1, 2, 3? Oh, they're in row 3. Sadness and sorrow. How many swipes? 20 swipes. So I'm deleting absorbed sadness. John, what does that mean?
Absorbed, so you took it on from someone else. Someone else felt it. Originally, it was their experience. You were with them, maybe consoling them, around them, or walked past them on the sidewalk and you took it on from them. And they maybe thanked you for it.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Now, do I have any of those emotions anymore that I absorb? Now, what is the severity? It's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, your subconscious mind says 0. It might take, I don't know, a long time, under a minute to get it to 0. But let us know. That's why we're here.
That was quick. Wow. About half hour in. Told you all about our awesome summit.
I have a bone being thrown.
Yeah, we got like
Heather Ray, I feel no pressure now. Say it when you see it, John. It's a
0. Nice.
Nice big
0. I'm gonna go back in with Kathy here. She's giving us
for sure. Here. And let people know what you find there for the second visit.
For sure. Yeah. So she said it's a 5 and she's feeling some anger. The anger's a 7. So something fresh layer has surfaced. Yeah. And so I'm just gonna make sure we're gonna get a good connection here. Kathy Pattison, tune and connect up. Yeah. So is this anger related to the congestion? Yeah. Okay. Is it an A4? Is it in the hot box? No, you got A4. I call A4 the hot box there. Anger, bitter, guilt, hatred, resentment. It's not. Is there something in the emotion code though we can do here? Emotion code chart, A or B, A odd, yeah, 1. It's an A3. So it's discouragement. Discouragement. Okay, it's clear discouragement. All right, it's cleared. Yeah, okay. Another trapped emotion, Kathy. Good, identifying clear, creating this anger, blocked sinus congestion. Yeah, is it A? No.
So John's muscle testing right now. You can't tell. He's scanning the chart with his eyes and reading and finding it. Then when he finds it, our job is to find it, but it's not enough to say, hey, Kathy, I found it. Kathy says, can you get rid of it too? So we use magnets. The magnet's stronger than the emotion. John doesn't want to take it on. The intention deletes it. He's finding them, deleting them, finding them, deleting them.
Panic, horror, horrified. Clear that. What's the severity of this? Anger, blocked sinus congestion here, passageways. A little bit left there. You had another trapped emotion or something in maybe odd. A5, dread. So if you put all these together, it might feel like anger, right? Some discouragement, dread, panic, horror.
Well, with all due respect, most people only have about 3 words to describe all of these feelings, right? Anger, anxiety, and stress. And stress is not even on the chart. It's interesting. Kathy wrote, she said, I'm feeling very angry right now. That was 2 minutes ago. Like that's like a whole life ago. My hunch is she's not feeling like a 7 anymore, but she'll update us, keep updating us, Kathy, as John's continues to work.
Definitely liking the feedback, Kathy. Yeah, another trapped emotion we can identify and clear here, Kathy. Yeah, 1, 3, 5. Another fear. What's happening in the old in the nose?
Yeah.
Cleared. Another one. No. Is there more here, Kathy? No. Leave it there for now. Let it go. Okay. Hey, if you just joined us, see us waving our hands around in the air, magnets around. Say hi, let us know you're watching. We're doing some emotion code.
Yeah, we are helping people. Oh, John, you know what we haven't told people? Well, I don't know. I shouldn't speak for you. Most of the people that I'm working on, the emotions are in the same row. And those are all by organs. And I'm finding most of my clients are right here. It's in the lungs. So
The
these
lung.
are emotions that are collected around your lungs and
Right.
baseball size pressure things that are probably blocking and stopping that beautiful airway passage tube.
Yeah. Yeah, Kathy says anger's a 0. Nice.
Well, that was.
And it went away right away when you started to work on this. Sinus is a 3. Yeah. And then we got Debbie joined us from Wisconsin. Wisconsin's in the house.
I'm embarrassed to say I don't know where that's at. Honestly, I don't know where it's at. If it's not on the perimeters. But hey, Debbie from Wisconsin. There was a couple other people we might have missed, John. I'm just going to go back. You might have said their names, but I didn't hear it. Samantha Clifton, Lori Mayo's with us, Cindy Elder, Pramelia Param, Candy Smith is with us. Hey, if you said hello and we missed you, you know what's going on here. Maureen Mitchnich sits. So, you know, what we're demonstrating today is that we can help you. We can help you over a private one-on-one call. Here's the challenge. It doesn't take long, but it does take the skill of John or I to do that and our knowledge and understanding. So John, if they come and it takes like 3 minutes, we don't say, okay, we're done. What do we do with the other 21 minutes?
What else do you want to work on, right? Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. What else can we work on? Well, guess what? When you decide you want to get rid of these nasal passage problems you've been having forever, or these reactions to seasonal allergies, no, it's not the cheese. John and I both have like kind of a list of all the things that we've had success with. So even if you just print it off and just pretend to read it, because if you're hiring me for seasonal allergies, we've got 21 minutes left. And I stay on for the 25 minutes. There's none of this, okay, it's done. That's what you hired me for. So come prepared, build a list, choose 5 to 7 items. John and I both have a list, and we'll work on the priority stuff. And if there's time for all 5 to 7 items, we can do that. But you saw how it works today. We don't even know where the clients live. I mean, talk about doing stuff at a distance.
Yeah, we don't even know where Wisconsin is. But, you know, we can muscle test and do some emotion code on someone there. Yeah.
I'll read a couple more comments. Sorry, can you read the one from Tanya? I love hearing someone else read a testimony.
Okay, sure. Tanya Hort.
Before we do that, Gary Bondurant is with us from Portland, Oregon, the West Coast. And okay, can you read Tanya's comments, please?
The depth I can breathe into my body is phenomenal. Wow. I can feel this draining from my throat. I feel a deep release of pain that I've had been attracting and carrying around for as far back as I can remember. I feel permission to put this down after years of knowing that it wasn't mine, but not knowing how. The stuckness and pressure is dissipating and I can feel it leaving. Breathing freely. Thank you.
Well, unlike a Shakespearean play that I couldn't interpret, I'm interpreting that as a 0. That's my interpretation. Leanne from Enlightenment Cruise saying hello. Hey, Leanne. Today we've been helping people out with stuffed seasonal allergy blockages, and we're able to help you. And, you know, and when I say you and your family, this week I worked with the mom. She knows how to work. She sent me an email. kid number one, kid number two, and her. 2 food items from kid number one, add food items for kid number two, kid number one, and she just bullet like 3 things, and then they're hers. And there was no chitty chat. When she got online, we were ready to go. So I was able, and her kids didn't have to be present, right? So how does that work, John, when I say the kids don't be present? And how do we work with somebody's kids?
Yeah, so to work with kids, just need mom or dad's permission, or guardian. Just say, hey, work on my kid, and then, let us know what you want to address, right? That's it. So you can, book a session, in your kid's name. That's all it is, right? So we can work on your kid with your permission, just connect up to them like we connected up with, people today on the call. Yeah.
One of her kids was really angry and ticked off, and I found prenatal trapped emotions in the hot box, and I'm really anxious to hear. I'm going to send her an email in 48 hours. I told her I was going to do that, and she's going to give me some update. But actually, between you and I and everybody, when I saw the email and I saw the challenges the 2 kids were having, I was really excited about that. I love deleting food items, but to be able to change the dynamic of a family, and the kids had heart walls and prenatal stuff, and they were angry and fighting all the time. And I thought, that mother is sitting back, enjoying her new kids. Not that she's a smoker, but that's what I picture in my head. We'll hear from her. I'll hear from her. We should do a show on kids.
We've done kids before. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
we can do that next week, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we?
So maybe kid behaviors, or real sneaky, get your kids to like broccoli or mushy tomatoes. Do you ever hear that? Or crust on toast. It is all that's all emotion BS. I take the crust off my toast. No, I never said that to my mother. She would have looked at me like, really? No, you're eating the crust. But something happened when that kid was eating the crust and formed that emotion and that relationship. And guess what? It's findable and deletable.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
I just want to show our friends one more time. John and I are pretty excited. We are preparing for our 2nd full day summit. What does that mean? It means I have 5 practitioners coming in. Each of them have 1 hour or 55 minutes. Everybody has a topic. If you're an emotion code practitioner, watch this live, because if you look at all 4 of the other speakers, these are all things. When people say they want to attract more money, we have a protocol. That means there's certain things we have to work on. We developed it ourselves. And, we have to, what are your limiting beliefs about having more money? And John, what's the money ceiling? I have a ceiling? Yeah, you got a ceiling. Cindy's going to talk about, well, what is your scarcity consciousness? This is all energy. And John, your insecurity about having money. Really? Oh, yes. People have a lot of creative insecurity, because they don't want to get it wrong. They wouldn't know what to do with it. And mine isn't so much about money, but it's for practitioners. And it's how to run a 4-person group. And you could even do a 4-person group on money, a 4-person group on health, a 4-person group on business. And a lot of practitioners don't know how to get their head around that. Well, I do. My head's been around it many times. So at next Sunday, All About Money and Abundance, we'll be taking live people all day. We're going to be here from Elena's at 10. The other John starts at 2. And I'll be coming in at the top of every hour and introducing the new speaker, but the new practitioner. But guess what? It's all about them. So we're excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
John, so someone that hasn't had a session before, can you just tell them, oh, I'd like to book a session. What is kind of the big picture process to get on a video like this? What has to happen?
Yeah, to book a session, to hire us, we both have websites and online scheduling. So you go to our websites. I'm at aliveandpeer.com. Michael's removetrappedomotions.com, and find our scheduling. Click a single session. We offer packages as well. But we usually recommend, a few sessions to start, clear out the layers, bring your list, send it to us. And before you know it, you can be having a session with us. Easy as that. We can be doing it on video like this. Some people just prefer a phone call. And then other people, they can't join in, or they don't want to, or whatever. They're out of town, or they'll just send us a list and say, hey, work on me. And, the end, right? So we just work on you. I'll send you the notes, let you know I worked on you. And it's kind of like a distance email session, I call that. Yeah. So a couple options, but super simple. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's about it. John, a couple more friends are saying hello. Our friend Ahmed from Ontario. Yo, bros, what's up?
Yeah, bro.
Uh, Maureen is saying, which country are you in? Well, John and I are both in Canada. John's in Vancouver, and I'm on an island off of Vancouver called Vancouver Island, but Vancouver's not on it. So it's called Victoria. It's north of Seattle, if you can picture the American geography. I'm in Victoria, John's in Vancouver, and we've been here for 100 and something Saturdays. So there's lots to watch.
Yeah.
Where are you from, Maureen? We got people all over the world joining us.
Yeah.
Lynn Moss is saying, I've got blocked nasal passages for weeks now. So here's the idea about that. We can fix that really, really quickly, but so you need to book a session, a private one-on-one session, and bring a couple other things, and then you'll be completely satisfied. So it's our goal always. So John, I think we get some people thinking, hey, that would be amazing. Kids' behaviors. So yeah, let's do that. Let's do that next week. And you know, the purpose of the show is really to let you know about this alternative way for you to feel better and make more money and have more exercise and have more love and have like all of that. And it's always because of these buggers here. So we try to do as many type of things as possible, and we're doing kids next time.
Yeah, family, health, wealth, love, family. Bring your kids next time. Your kids.
Yeah, they don't need to come to the call, by the way.
No.
No.
No. They're not going to sit and watch us. We know that. They can be doing their thing. Stacking blocks, whatever it may be.
And maybe I had one guy that I worked on, and I did a heart wall between him and his son. And during the call, his son came up and cuddled with them for the first time in his life.
I've seen that too.
First time, he goes, I cannot believe me. He goes, my son is laying on my hips right now. He's never done that before.
Yeah, I've seen that multiple times.
Yeah,
like watching their favorite show. They just like get up, walk away from the show, come cuddle up with mom or dad. Yeah.
And the other thing that's interesting, John, is that when people like this, mama I helped with, and I keep bringing up the broccoli story, her son never once said, Mom, do you notice I'm eating broccoli now? Like everybody else knew, but they didn't. You know, I said, don't make a big deal about it. You know, we don't want any more emotions being lodged with the experience of having broccoli. And everybody, probably the dad and mom or whatever the combination was, said, oh my God, she's eating broccoli. She is eating broccoli. Text Michael. But they don't remember. Or people that were drinking 2 liters of pop a day, they forget. So,
yeah.
oh God, I can't even imagine. I used to drink 2 liters, not me, that's what they say. They said, I can't even imagine that anymore.
Yeah.
Candy Smith is saying, does it have to be a kid? Well, it has to be a child, or no, it doesn't have to be a kid. It could be a teenager that lives at home. John, what are kind of the rules or conditions around?
Yeah, I say like adult, like if they're, adult age, I think generally is 18. If they're like 18 or older, they can make their own decisions.
Yeah.
But I know but if they're an adult, we need their permission because we don't want to do that. But yeah, so 17 and under for next week, we'll say. Yeah.
In my head, if they're 17 and under, you're the boss. You don't need to ask them.
They're living at home.
Okay, a couple people. Patricia, she's from New Jersey, and I think that's it. John, one more refresh at your end, and then we're going to sign out.
Lisa says, can't wait for my next session. Michael's helped me so much. Thank you. Yeah. Awesome.
There we go. Hey, listen, in 1 hour and 10 minutes, I am back. And I'm back with what? I am back on day number 46. 303 people I have been helping delete food or drink items. Is your name on this list? If it was, you got a 0 behind your name. If I wasn't quarantined, I'd be going to the hardware store, and I'm going to go buy the number 0. The mailbox lettering.
Yeah.
But I did a good job doing that one, right? I printed it off.
Yeah.
I'm so bored. Okay, John, we
Yep.
had fun today. Listen, if you're watching the replay afterwards, go ahead and leave us some comments. We're always kind of watching, peeking in here. We're going to be back next Saturday to help you with your kid. Or maybe you know somebody that, thinking, oh, my friend Betty. Well, maybe Betty doesn't think she's got bad kids. So you might want to just be gentle when you invite Betty to the show next week. John, we'll see you next Saturday and next Saturday on the Bro Show. Next Sunday, join
On the
us
summit.
at
Yeah.
the summit. There we go. One more reminder. It's 5 hours starting at 10 a.m. The last one starts at 2. Practitioners, come watch it. Public, make sure you're asking for these things when you're working with your practitioner. Okay, John, we'll see you later. Cheers.
Have a great week, everyone.